Hello everyone, and welcome to your daily interactive tarot advice. This is for Thursday, May 17th, 2018. And before we begin, I actually have a request from you guys today, especially those Reiki masters out there that watch my channel. When I was 17, there was a family that took my daughter and myself in, and has pretty much been my family, or who I identify as my family, since. And one of those members of that family is Uncle Leo, and about 6 months ago he was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and he's been fighting, and he was doing really good. Here's a picture of Uncle Leo, if you can see him. But he just got put into ICU, and it's not looking very good. So I just want to ask if you guys will send prayers to Uncle Leo. I believe in miracles, so that's why I'm asking you. And I know the more people that send that energy, there's such power in it. There really is. And also not just to Uncle Leo, but to Aunt Pam, because even though Uncle Leo is the one with the cancer, she definitely has been a basket case for the last 6 months. So that's my request. You don't have to if you're not on that vibe, or you don't want to do that, but for those of you who are willing to jump on that prayer train with me and my family, I appreciate you, and every little bit helps. So that is my request for today. I don't normally have any, but this is something that is in my heart. And with all the problems that we each have every day, it humbles me to know that there are so many people in this world that are just fighting for their life right now, just fighting just to be here. And it's not like Uncle Leo's had the best life either, but he's fighting because he still wants to be alive. So just remember that today. No matter what's going on, there's people in this world who are just fighting to try to stay here. And life is truly a gift, even though it's so hard sometimes. So anyways, today we have Wisdom of the Hidden Oracle, Hidden Realms, Wisdom of the House of the Night, and Advancing Life Oracles. So go ahead and decide which deck you are drawn to today and click on the timestamp. Okay, so let's see what is coming through. Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Ooh, the Arrow Master, hitting the mark, intention, detachment. So this is very similar to the Focus card in this deck, okay? And actually these are the same creator. So this is telling you that when you're trying to achieve something here, you definitely can, but you've got to make sure that your intention is solid and strong, and that you have the longevity to follow it through, meaning once you start trying to do something or achieve something, even if you slip, you fall, you fail, you still carry the faith, get back up, and keep your intention strong that it will happen and it will be, okay? Because this is like, yes, you can make things happen. But with detachment here, once you shoot that arrow, you put that goal, that wish, that dream out to the universe, you need to detach from it, in a sense of where you're not eagerly looking for the evidence of it every single day, every single moment. It's more like you shoot the arrow and you believe it's going to happen, and you keep yourself open to the divine, guidance of the different actions that you need to take to move forward to success. And for me personally, those little divine nudges, they feel so natural, if I wasn't me, I wouldn't recognize what's going on. I would just think like everybody works that way, and I know everybody doesn't, you know. Some people, they really, it's like they hear a voice speak to them, and some people it's their intuition, and you know, some people are like me where it doesn't even feel like it's your mind or your spirit. It's just like you're following this natural flow of energy. I don't know how else to explain it. And that's what this card is telling you, is if you just follow that natural flow of energy and you're not pushing against, resisting anything, just in a really deep place of acceptance for the way things are, with the belief that you will get to where you want to go or what you want to achieve. Now, also with this, if you want to start making a change in your life, today is an excellent day for that with this card. It's saying you can do this. It's just, you've got to make sure that you have the faith and the ability to follow it all the way through to the end and be detached from the timing, because, you know, we're human. When we want something, we want it right now, you know, and we live in an age of instant gratification. Think about that. Anything you want, you can order something online and you can have it the next day. You know, it's crazy. And like even food now, you know, depends on where you live in the world. Yes, I know. But, you know, I can order something and it doesn't matter, from any restaurant or fast food place, and they will deliver it to my door. I mean, we live in an age of instant gratification. So detach, believe that it will happen, but detach from the timing of it, because, you know, you're the creator, but the universe is like, you know, the machine that like constructs it all for you. So the timing is not up to us. The dreams, the goals, the desires, the intentions, the will, the drive, that's ours. But the way it all gets, you know, painted and created, the way it unfolds, that's the universe. All right, it's a co-creative partnership. So you've got what it takes for whatever you are trying to achieve. And also, I want to say this, sometimes, you know, when we're trying to reach for something, there's an opportunity that will show up, and a job is a really good example to, you know, illustrate this, where we've been needing a job and we go and we have this really great job interview. Maybe we get called back for a second or third one, and we really feel like, oh my God, this is it. This company would be so amazing, da 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 da. But then we don't get the job, and it's like, what? My card said, because this has happened to me, where, you know, I have a reading and then it's like crap didn't work out, and I'm like, what the heck, universe? Like, you know, but the thing is, it's all about that timing, because what showed up a bit later was that thing that I really wanted, not what I was in that moment. So several years ago, I was applying for an accountant job, and I applied at this law firm, and then I also applied at this other place that owns my state's hockey team, my state's basketball team, and my state's lacrosse team. And the owner, he's a billionaire, okay? So the place where all the sports teams were, where I'd get perks and like all kinds of free tickets for games and stuff, paid like half of what the law firm was going to pay. And so I was really wanting that law firm job, and I didn't end up with the law firm job, and I was really bummed about that, but I ended up with the job where, you know, I got to go to all those free games and stuff. But that job came a bit after that law firm job came, okay? So ultimately, I was happy that I didn't get the job at the law firm, because even though it was way more money, there was like really stuffy people. I would only have like 5 people I was working with every day, and yeah. But then this other place, like they owned several channels too, so like it was just fun. Like every day was a fun time. So even if something doesn't work out that you thought was going to be the thing, let it go, because there is usually something so much better just up ahead. It's all about timing. And sometimes the job that's perfect for you, the universe has got to work on getting the person that's currently occupying that position out of there. Okay? It's all about timing. Another friend of mine, she was without a job for 6 months, and she had gotten some offers, but nothing really felt right. And then finally, the job where I was working, where I actually met her, like, that was her happiness, and she is still there to this day. So don't give up. Hang in there. You want the best. The universe wants you to have the best. Trust that it will show up in the perfect divine time, okay? Just don't lose your faith. That is everything. Okay, so let's see what... Yes, yes. Look at the first card out. The Fool in this position. This position is they're both positive, okay? But on this side, this is where you're headed is so much better than where you've been. Don't be afraid. Just be willing to go. You know, the Fool, he's decided to set off on a journey, and all he has is his little rucksack there. And you see the shooting star and, you know, the dog here behind him. So this is saying where you are headed is better than where you are going. And look at here. We have the Ten of Cups in this position, which is all about family and love. And then we have the Queen of Coins on this side. Now, as a person, if this is not speaking about you, it can represent an earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But with this, it's like this queen, she gives and gives and gives and gives and gives to the detriment of herself. Like, everybody knows they can count on this person. So in your life, if this is not you, this would be somebody that you know that you could go to for anything. And I have to say, like, my best friend Virgo, she is that person all day long to everybody. Okay, everybody. Like, what she just like signs herself up to do to help others, like, it just baffles my mind. I'm like, you know, I thought I was giving. No, you take the cake, sisters. So this energy is somebody who is just like, let me help, let me heal, let me feed you. You need some money, here you go. Like, what do you need? I got you. Let me help you out. That's that energy. So that could be somebody you know, or that could be you. Now, with this lineup of cards, it's like this queen is in contemplation mode today, because this is the inner self. And she's thinking about maybe her family, her friends, maybe even like her job, just depending on what this Ten of Cups represents for you. And this could be male or female energy. I just say her because this is the queen. So she's in contemplation mode about this and wanting better, wanting things to be easier, wanting more resources, because this queen is pretty abundant, okay? All on her own. Her energy is amazing. But she's troubled today, okay? And she's wanting better, either for herself or for her family. So this is letting you know it will happen. It will, but some of you need to pull back and not give so much of yourself to so many other people, because you know, in a single day, unless you're like some spiritual master, you only have so much life force energy to use in a day. I mean, you have to sleep, right? You have to eat to keep your body going. So that utilizes life force energy. Every emotion, every thought, everything you're doing, you got to think of your life force energy as your gasoline if you were driving a car, okay? So you only have so much to expend in a day. Now, the more you spiritually discipline yourself and all of that, yes, I understand all of that changes. But for us normal folk, we only have so much life force energy in a day to work with, and that's the truth. So that's why they say where you focus the most in your thoughts and your emotions in any one day, that's what is going to be showing up in your life the most, okay? Because that's where you're spending all your energetic currency. This here, she says, hey, whatever it is that you want for yourself or you're trying to achieve for yourself, it's not happening because there's too much of you being given out to everything else that isn't your dream or your desire or yourself. It's like, you know, you have $100 in your hand and you have a list that you need to go to the grocery store, and let's just say, you know, the things on your list come to 23 bucks. Well, by the time you get to the store, you've helped so many people out, all you have left is 50 cents and you can't buy anything on your list. Okay, so if that is speaking to you, you need to see where you can pull back your energy some from those in your life that you really love and care for, because not as a punishment, but for yourself, so that you can have what you want too. Because, you know, the most giving people in the world, if they're not really in tune with themselves and have their energy balanced, those are the people where you're like, that is such a good person, but man, it's just like nothing works out for them. It's not because they have bad karma or that they don't deserve it. It's just that they're expending all their life force energy in other people, and all those other people that they're putting that energy into, they're rising and elevating, right? While this person gets lower and lower and lower. And it's not that this person doesn't deserve the world, but they're giving all of their money away in, like, and I just say money because that's an easy concept for people to understand, the energetic currency in a day. You only have so much energetic currency in one day to spend and buy your experiences, if you want to look at it like that. And when you're giving it all away to everybody else, there's none left for you, okay? And chances are you can't walk up into any grocery store and say, hey, I'm hungry, can you please give me this? They're gonna say, yeah, no. So if this is you, you've got to figure out where you can pull back in giving to others so that you can give some to yourself, because that's the main message here. Like, we need to give to ourselves so that we can reach our dreams, where we want to go, better life for ourselves, our family, you know, happiness, all of that. So those are the messages for the Arrow Master. You got this. And look at 10 of Cups, and this is a 10. Like, you're right on the edge of that, because the Fool is a 0. This is a new beginning. 10s are always the completion, and you know, 1 is the new beginning. But in this, the Major Arcana, this is the first card, okay? The new start, the new beginning. And then this is a Queen, so she doesn't have a number, so the 10 is quite significant here. And I see a new moon here in the background, which we just had on the 15th. So sow those seeds of manifestation with that new moon energy we just had, and, you know, pull back where you need to. You're not an ATM of energy for everybody else. You're really not. And I get it, you know, I'm a giver too, but you've got to define that boundary and know when you need to pull back to recharge and refill yourself up, okay? So those are your messages for today. I'm wishing you all a very beautiful and blessed day. Take care. Right, let's see what we got going on with the House of the Night. Ooh, so we have the Trapped card. Now, with this card, Nyx is saying to you, listen, regardless of what about your current situation or circumstances is making you feel like you can't move forward or you have no options, you know, it's most likely a state of your own mind. Now, if you're not really into like the law of attraction and quantum physics and energy and frequency and vibration and all of that, you might be like, what? But trust me, our minds are so powerful. Like, the universe has just blown my mind, showing me how powerful my own thoughts are. And like, after talking to you guys about those unicorns, I cannot even tell you how many unicorns have come into my world just from sharing that with you and the emotion I had behind it. I even went, my friend gave me a coupon for some free cereal, and I love me some Lucky Charms, and it was like, it was up to $6 for a free box, so you know I got me the family size. The size you never buy because it's like $6 for that. So I bought it, and guess what is new on the Lucky Charms? Magical unicorn marshmallow has been added. I'm just saying. So even when you're not trying, like what comes out of your mouth, what's playing over in your head, the emotion behind it brings it into your reality. Like it does. So with this, where you're feeling trapped, is that just a construct of your mind? I mean, if you're like literally in jail, I get it. You're literally trapped, okay? And that is the case for some of us. Like, you know, if we're waiting for school to get out and we have, you know, what, 5-6 more days, you feel a bit trapped in that energy. Or if your vacation is starting this weekend, you're feeling trapped at the job. Like, I get it. There's some literal senses of this. So some of you, it's just speaking to that literal sense. Others of you, this is a bit deeper, and this is about, you know, your own thoughts blocking you from seeing different options and opportunities outside of your current belief system, because you can only see what you believe, right? I mean, here's a really great example. I've never seen a sloth in person, not at a zoo, nothing. Like, I've seen them on, you know, animal shows or whatever, but it's really not in my reference for animals, you know, my memory. I went to see a friend in Costa Rica a couple years ago, and we were riding bikes because he lives in this little village, and that's like a bicycle is your main mode of transportation. It was awesome, actually. I really loved that. And we were like riding through the damn jungle, and he's like, oh my God, and he stops and he's like, look right there. And I look, and I'm looking, and I'm looking, and I'm looking. I'm like, dude, I don't see anything. What are you talking about? He's like, you don't see that sloth right there? And I'm like, no. And it literally took me 5 minutes for my eyes to form the sloth that was literally right in front of my face, because there's no reference really in my mind for that creature. And it was right in front of me, but I couldn't even see it because I wasn't, you know, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I think you know what I'm saying. So allow the mind to expand here if this is a deeper sense of feeling trapped. And also with that, you know, Nick says, when the time is right, I will open this door and you will fly away. So it's not a permanent setback or, you know, situation. It's just, this is more of a temporary energy. So let's pull some tarot. We got 3 here. Okay. So we have Ace of Cups with Miss Aphrodite, and this is like the real deal type of love right here. We have the Fool card, which is where you're headed is better than where you've been. And then we have the Queen of Cups in this position, which as a person would be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And you know, what I'm seeing here is some of you are like in deep contemplation about walking away from something that you really love because it's making you feel trapped. And interesting, we see the raven, the dark black raven in the cage, and with Aphrodite we see that white dove there. Okay, so that's like yin yang energy to me. And Fool is walking away from where he's been. Fool is walking away from this Ace of Cups, okay? Because we are in contemplation. If you see this, Queen of Cups has this really large cup in her hands. It's for scrying. Like, she's intuitive, she's psychic, she's empathic, she sees the future, okay? If she doesn't like literally see it in her head, she feels the energy, she senses the vibes around her. And because of that, whatever this is that she loves, that she's walking away from, and I say she because this is the queen. It could be a male or female, okay? I'm just saying she because we have queen energy here. So, really loves this thing she's walking away from, but she knows that she's got to do that because what's ahead is better suited for her than where she had been. Maybe this love has kept you feeling imprisoned, feeling trapped, keeping you from achieving your highest potential. And this doesn't have to be like you're walking away from a literal person. It could be for some of you that you really care about, a friend, a family member, maybe even a lover, okay? I tend to feel that that will come through more in the love interactive tarots that I'm doing now, but you know, some of you, it's that you're walking away or you're in the contemplation mode of leaving this behind. This could be a job even, or just a certain situation that you're like, I'm no longer going to be a part of that. It's just, today is like, you know, I don't know that I like the circumstances around this person or this situation, and I'm really emotionally invested. But I just know, like I know I've got to leave this behind to achieve my ultimate greatness, okay? So, very interesting message here. Very interesting message. And I would not say walking away from if this was not the card that follows this, based on this first oracle that came out, okay? And I only explain it like that because I get some comments like, so with the vice versa tarot, unless you own this deck, you would not know that the meaning for these cards is a bit different than the standard tarot. In fact, any deck that you see that isn't like the standard Rider-Waite deck, that's somebody's vision or recreation of these cards. And so I've had a couple of people tell me, I have a book and the way that you're interpreting those doesn't match the description in my book. And I'm just like, do you have the book for the vice versa tarot? And I'm like, and number two, so sorry, but reading the tarot is so much more than just knowing the card descriptions. And any seasoned reader will tell you that once you establish a relationship with your cards, they can tell you anything. This card could speak something to me that no other reader's ever gonna see in this card. Why? Because you create a relationship with your deck that goes dimensional. And so the way my deck communicates to me is not even gonna be the way you feel my deck's communicating with you as you watch this. So I only explain my interpretation because I am like over people that don't even do tarot trying to tell me it's just like a joke. I don't even respond anymore because I'm just like, okay, all right, you go do a better job. So anyways, guys, if this is you and you're really thinking you've got to leave something behind, you are absolutely correct. And where you're headed is better than where you've been, okay? So I am wishing you a very beautiful and blessed day. Take care. Right, so let's see what comes out from the Advancing Oracle. Wow, give blessings. You know, the last time I used this deck, this is the card that came out. So with this and prayer, those of you that listened to my little intro and are on board to send prayers to Uncle Leo, this right here, look at fire, which is spirit, prayer, give blessings. So those of you who felt like, yeah, you know, I'll send some prayers out to the universe for Uncle Leo, this is like the universe saying, please do so. You are powerful. You have beautiful energy, and the love that you're putting out to heal Uncle Leo will return back into your life to offer you the healing that you need wherever that may be, you know, because some of us, we need physical healing, some of us, we need mental healing, some of us need emotional healing, some of us need healing all the way down into our spirit because we just feel so broken, right? So this is telling you, you know, and it doesn't even have to just be Uncle Leo. I just put Uncle Leo out there again. Today is a day for you to open your heart and put that beautiful energy of love and blessings out to the universe. Even if you're hurting and you're like, I just don't even have a leg to stand on, the universe is like, just trust me. Just open that heart. Today, be as beautiful as you can be, you know. Give compliments. Oh my gosh, you look really nice today. Or that's a really great haircut. And, you know, or oh my God, I love your shoes. I love some shoes. So that's normally what I'd be complimenting a girl on is like, oh my God, those are the hottest shoes I have ever seen. Like the shoe gods totally created those. I'm so jealous, you know. That and purses catch my eye. So give compliments, hold doors. You know, if you're in a drive-through, consider buying the person behind you their meal, just whatever. Like, this is all about the love train, this energy, and believing that you are effective when you put that energy out to uplift another. Like, and you'll see it, and it will make you feel empowered. And, you know, all that energy that you put out for others in that sense of prayer, okay? And I don't mean like you got to be breaking your back today trying to help other people out, because, you know, there's only so much energy in you in a day, and you've got to function and get through the day too. So this is just like a little bit extra, you know. It doesn't hurt to say thank you all day. It doesn't hurt to say I'm blessed all day. It doesn't hurt anything to be like, I hope all the bellies out there have food in it today. I hope nobody's hungry today. You know, it's just such a beautiful thing. It's going to uplift you. And so whatever your question was, that's your answer. Give the blessing of you today, okay? So let's, and you know, today, if you really low, if you reach out to someone or somewhere and you're in need, this is saying like, hey, do so, because blessings may be just waiting for you, okay? See how the hands are open like that? For some of you, this is like blessings coming in. And gosh darn it, I keep meaning to pull an overall energy for the day, and I haven't all week. I am so sorry. I just realized that. Maybe one of you is like, hey, why haven't you been pulling an overall energy for the day? Okay. All right, so we have the Five of Cups here. We have the Ace, the Knight of Wands, and we have the Lovers. So I'm going to just pull the next card, which is the Seven of Cups, to give me an idea what the heck is going on. All right. So this is, we're starting out with, we are sad about something, but this is not something that happens today. If it was something I felt was going to happen today, I feel like it would be on this side of the card, okay? On this side of the card, it's like, this has already happened, and now I need to figure out what my way forward is. And just because we have this Knight of Wands, if it's a person, it could represent fire energy or very strong fire personality, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But we have the Lovers here. So this is like a very significant relationship to you that's hurt you. And we're not sure what to do, how to feel better, or do we mend this, or do we walk away from this, okay? We're just... Today, it's like, I just can't even. I just can't even, is what I feel about this. And what I feel is, listen, today just count your blessings and give your blessings, and if you need some extra energy and love, put it out there to the universe, okay? Or even in the comments of this video, say, hey, I could use some prayers today. And I, definitely will do my best to respond to all of those, and I hope that other viewers who see that prayers are needed send you prayers as well, okay? Because it's like this energy is, it's intense. It's about somebody I'm really close to. I'm hurting really bad. I don't know what to do. I don't know what the way forward is. Like, this could be where some of you are really contemplating a certain person that needs to just stay out of your life, and it hurts, right? And you're like, is this the right choice because I care so much? Today's not about making the decision, the final decision, or needing the ultimate understanding. It's like the energy is still pretty fresh and intense inside of you. And, on this side, we're super bewildered and we don't know. But on this side, things are starting to come into focus. But until a cup is handed to you from the universe, you need to just kind of stay put. And it's like, he has 7 choices here, but he doesn't know what's in each one of those choices. So he could grab any one of those cups that he chooses, right? But it might not be in his best interest. So he's better to wait for now and know that the universe is going to hand him one of those cups, because see, the hands are out, and see how his hands are out too? So whatever situation you are facing, do your best to set that heartache and hurt aside today. And you do that through prayer, through gratitude, through giving and offering blessings to others, but also the universe wanting to come into your world and help ease this pain and reignite your passion and your excitement, for life to move forward. With this pairing, the Knight and this Lovers, I know Lovers Major Arcana could represent a Gemini, but we do have very strong fire energy here. So it's just, we're in sadness today about it, and we don't know what the way forward is. But don't choose a path just yet. You're not ready to take one step. It's not time. Just be in this energy, okay? So those are the messages that I got for you guys today that were drawn to this third deck. I am wishing you all a very beautiful and blessed day. Take care.